Hello, this is an Infiniti M56 Sport model, and in today's video I shall be replacing my ABS module. I had a four-wheel active steer light, took it to the dealership. It was diagnosed to be a bad ABS module. So in this video, I want to show the process of doing it. It's not a very common thing to replace the ABS module, and when people get four-wheel active steer lights, it could be for many different reasons. So I do not want to make it seem like everybody that gets a light needs to replace a module. No, this is what mine, after paying for diagnosis, this is what it came to be. ABS module is over there. So I need to remove this right here. I've got clips, 1, 2, missing, 3, 4, missing, 5. I have no idea where they went to. I don't really remove this one often. So I'm going to remove this. Then ideally I should remove this, but we'll see. We'll see about that. I might not end up doing it. Oh, well, this one's pretty easy. It's kind of working itself out already, huh? In some places. But I'll get the tools and I'll get to it. I do have the replacement ABS module in here. You'll see it as I work with it. And so far what I've done is raise the vehicle, because I need to drain the brake fluid. So I'll raise the vehicle, gain access to the brake bleeder, brake bleeder screws, drain the fluid, and in reality, most cars you can drain them from once without needing to remove the wheel. But this one is the sport caliper. As you can see here, it's got this and another one on the other side. I need to do this and get underneath here. I'm trying to get it aligned. Remove this rear cover right here, and then remove some nuts securing the brackets from underneath. So you'll be able to see that. As I said, I don't know. Hopefully it's not something you get to do, but if you ever find yourself in this position, hopefully this video helps. After removing the brake fluid compartment covers, we have a little more exposure to the ABS module, and here it is. They usually say that you need to remove this plastic as well, but I have a feeling I can get away without doing that. So just looking at the setup over here, we have 4 brake lines coming from 4 wheels. And then we've got these 2 coming in from the brake fluid, the reservoir, right? And the master cylinder. Looking at it, I do have flare nut wrenches that will open these, but I think to avoid, there's so much fluid somewhere here, within here, there's so much fluid. So I'm going to go this route, which was the reason I removed the wheels, so I can gain better access here without spilling anything on the wheels, and then drain these. I have 2 of them, so I did absolutely need to remove the wheel to gain access to the other one, although some people might say you could just turn the wheel the other way. All I want to do is remove as much fluid as I can. One of the reasons you have to remove the wheel is you need to bleed again, and some people would say, well, you can bleed without removing the wheel, but again, there is that risk of spilling brake fluid, which is very corrosive on that. The other reason I had mentioned earlier is that I need to remove this so that I can gain access back there, and it's mainly push clips. So I'll put the phone down so I can remove this, and then we can see how it's mounted. I'm trying to line it up to see where that would be, somewhere around here. So let's go ahead and do it. So the car is running right now, and the main reason for that is that as I'm emptying, as I'm draining the brake fluid, I'm pushing the brake pedal. And if you've ever pushed a brake pedal on a car that's not running, you know, it gets stiff, right? So I'm running the vehicle to get that vacuum to assist me as I keep pushing that brake pedal. And I'm keeping an eye on these because I've got tubes over here, draining those. I've got tubes on the other side as well. There. This one has some fluid, this one looks empty, but I trust that it's working. It is. Draining into that jug over there. And over here, same thing. Both of these have fluid. When I opened the other one, the outer one had fluid as well. And these are going into this jug over here. And I'm being effective using this. So watch what happens. Okay, foot on brake, push. Keep pumping until this looks as close to empty as possible. This one does look empty, sorry, right here. I know there's still some fluid down here in the system, probably. Let me just crack it open to allow, crack this open to allow air to come in as I push. It's going to send fluid wherever it can, wherever it needs to. I've not done the rears yet. I will do the rear as well. But usually you've got these, you've got two circuits for your wheels. The front left and the rear right. Front right and rear left. So I'm draining that side. I'm making sure I'm draining both sides of the master cylinder. One of them goes to one circuit, the other one goes to the other circuit. Alright, so that's what we're doing over here. And then I might do it in the back as well. It just depends on how empty I feel like making it. Thing is, over here it's, I still need to empty the back when I'll be bleeding the system. When I add new fluid into the system, I still need to bleed the back, so I'll do that. But I ran out of tube. I didn't have as much tube as I needed to do all four at the same time. So this might be enough. I'm not sure. Maybe. There's nothing. It's like dead. So I'm going to cap these off and then go to the back. We're reloaded. I removed the tubes from the front calipers, tightened those brake bleeder screws back up, and then I put the tubes in the back, loosened the caliper screws, bleeder screws rather, and then I'm going to pump and see what comes out. Whatever little was in the lines, I suppose. Not much. So we could say my initial strategy should have worked. Just bleed the front and then the rears. There is a little bit, but it's not enough to go up, I guess. Let me check the other side. Yeah, about the same. Not enough oomph to get it moving, so the system is as empty as it can be. Okay, I think we're done with that part of it. I'm going to turn the vehicle off. At the end of the day, these are the lights that we have on in the gauge cluster. 4-wheel active steer, we knew about that. Brake, yep, the brake fluid is low. VDC seatbelt. Door open warning, which I can shut like this. Boom. And then IBA. We knew about that, okay? So let's go ahead, turn this off. It's a little more quiet in here now because we're getting to the home stretch of the job. Right now I'm removing these push clips. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's yet another push clip hiding down here. Right there. Then now we're going for the Phillips head screws. 1, 2. It's going to require removing this one as well, but you've got 1, 2, and another one down here. The ones on top are a little shorter than the ones that go through the mud flaps. Okay, here we are, getting it all out. Don't tell me there's yet another one. No, it should be good. Okay, nice. Let's get it out of here now. So, could I have done this quicker? Yeah. Probably bent it out of the way and just worked, but I mean, if I use shortcuts all the time, then how am I going to share the processes, you know? So these right here are the nuts that hold the bracket to the ABS module. Nice and simple. What are these, 12mm? Okay, so I need to remove the electrical harness, and the way you do this is pull up. If you get your finger to the sides, maybe use a screwdriver on the other side, but the theory is that you can pull this upwards. There you go. Did you see? Probably, hopefully you noticed that it moved backwards as soon as I pulled it up. Okay, so back and out it goes. Okay. If you could stash this away somewhere, do it, but it doesn't really have anywhere to go. Okay, so disconnected. I'm looking at the electrical connections and everything looks good. So that's not where the problem was, right? Really doesn't have anywhere to go. Now, the next thing I'll do is loosen all these nuts. Okay, broken loose. Broken loose. Okay, 12 over there. Have my 12. I need to get my cloth and paper towels ready. Put it below this. Awesome. $12. Close. Okay, no leaks yet, no drips out of that one. I guess I did a really good job emptying the the system. Okay, these two are out. These two are out, not causing any issues, but I have to figure out how to get to these. All I need is to break them loose. That's the first thing, without stripping anything. Okay. Except I'm looking at it saying, if I force it right now, how am I going to tighten them on the way back? So I think what I'm going to do right now is look towards the master cylinder right here, probably will not be able to see that. Well, I can change that, I guess, by doing this. So I'm going to work on the master cylinder. The whole premise here is to be able to remove this whole cage, this whole loom over here all together, take it out. So you might not be able to see everything, but hopefully I've described it well enough that you know what I'm trying to do. Oh, don't forget, this might be the one that leaks. So the shirt, those are like pieces of my old shirts, t-shirts and stuff. Get 12 here as well. This is in my way right now. Dry. Okay, this one's moving. Okay, there you go. There's a drip drip. It's the lowest point, so I expected some loss here. No surprise, really. Okay. It's just moderately damp. It's not dripping brake fluid. Okay, a little bit of that. Okay, so this setup here should be disconnected from both ends. I just have a few points whereby I need to release the plastic clips. So not this one per se, but here, where it's connected onto the ABS module plastic. Okay, got it. I think I know what to do here. Okay, without breaking too much, that's good. We'll take that. There you go. I've heard plastic popping. Probably broke something, but not too worried, I guess. Okay, fish this out. There you go. This is out. Okay, now I have got a much cleaner path to the front, to these. First, let me just wipe around here. Not much, really. Okay, it did go there. So I'll wait a little bit since I don't want this to get in the way of my job, but I'll be doing some preliminary cleanup. I'll be pouring water down here just to kind of rinse things off. I don't want to do it right now because it's going to make the place wet as I work. And I'll be working underneath as well. Okay. Ooh, that's hard. Okay, there you go. Okay, that's broken loose. Some of them I did not have to fight too much. 10s. Here, I have no idea whether we're going to get a leak or not. Okay, so far so good. Okay, 2. 3. Oh, nice. Again, good job making sure all the lines were drained. All 4 calipers. Look at that. Pretty much ready to remove this now. Let's go attack it from the bottom. So you guys remember that I removed the fender liner, and when you look up, this is where you see the ABS module bracket fasteners, right? This, and this. These are 12s, and since they're not exposed to too much rust and stuff, I'm not too concerned about them breaking. Let's just go for it. These tools are just so smart. You see that? When it faces resistance, it actually powers up, but once it's already loosened, see how? That's crazy. Okay, that's it. Let's go to the top. And now we have this to move. We already did the connector, which I suppose I could have done later if I wanted to. Just lift this, and out it comes. This is like the most interesting part, and I'm sorry I have to put the phone down because I need to actually take it out. No, I got you guys. Don't worry. We got this. Tripod. I'll make it work. This is why you remove that plastic cowl, because of that. But we're making it happen. There you go. This is it. All dry. I'll need to plug it pretty soon. And this is where the bracket goes. So to release this thing, oh, never mind. Brake fluid at the bottom. I guess it was leaking off the side. To release this thing, I have to unbolt this, and the third one down here. So I'll do that. And now that I saw the ABS module was leaking, I'm just looking around. No, all clear over here. It's all dry. For the most part, it is dry, but this is my staging point. Hasn't leaked that much more, I guess. There was just a little bit of dripping and off it went. This looks like 10 millimeter. Yes, it is. They don't fully come out. Okay, here we go. This is the unit that came out. Let me bring in the new unit.